Alright, hello everyone. Um, right now, I want to show you guys an issue I've been having with GeForce Now, and how to fix this issue. So, I was playing GeForce Now on the phone with a controller, and noticed everything was smooth. But going to PC and using mouse and keyboard did not show good results at all, and actually had a lot of inconsistency and stuttering issues, and I thought it was my internet. But testing my internet and showing up the GeForce or pulling up the GeForce Now like statistics showed that my latency was fine and under 40 milliseconds most of the time, which GeForce Now recommends for great streaming quality. So I knew it wasn't an internet issue. It showed no packet loss either. So I was very confused as to what was causing this. I had a realization that I was using a gaming mouse and the polling rate was set to 1,000 hertz just right out of the gate, which makes sense for competitive play, especially on a native computer. However, on GeForce Now, 1,000 hertz polling rate is mainly broken, and this is what's causing the issues. So I'm going to show you an example real quick when the match starts here. Um, but yeah, so you can even almost see it in the menu. Just moving the mouse kind of causes a stutter, especially with the bar there. But it's easier to show you in game. So when that thing goes down, here we go. We are in. And as you can see, everything's pretty smooth. I'm not moving my mouse, but as soon as I start to move my mouse, you can notice everything starts to fall apart. You can notice a little bit of the stuttering there. It's just inconsistent feeling. The more you play, though, the worse it gets, I feel. So right now, it's not too bad, and at first it's like, okay, whatever. It's like, it's fine. But then it starts to really freeze up later, and you'll see that in a moment, probably. Actually, this is the smooth. Oh, there we go. Yep, it's starting to kick in. Yeah, there it is. And my movement feels sluggish, and it's all stuttering, and everything just feels like crap. Yep, there's a big one, so you can really notice it here. And like I said, I thought this was my internet, but turns out this is not my internet. And I can prove that really easily, actually. So if we switch to a controller, like I have a PS5 controller hooked up, um, do the same movements. Look at that. Everything is smooth. So if you want to play with the controller, that's an easy fix. You don't have to do anything there. We go back to the 1000 hertz polling rate mouse, the movement already feels choppy. You can notice it's way more stuttery. And it seriously does not feel good to play, especially in a shooter game, but even casually, it's kind of annoying. And really, it's kind of a game breaker for me. And I actually was very upset at this, not knowing what caused it, and prompted to downgrade my GeForce Now subscription because I was very upset. However, after figuring out it was a polling rate issue, that's changing, because I thought it was my internet and my internet wasn't up to par. But my internet is more than up to par. So how do you fix this for the mouse, you're wondering? Well, it's actually very simple. So download the driver or like the software for your mouse, right? So if you have a SteelSeries mouse, for example, which is what I'm using, you're going to want to install SteelSeries GG, which is a software driver kind of like manager for your mouse. And you can change a bunch of settings there, including polling rate. Logitech has G-Hub, but yeah, so just kind of look up the software for whatever mouse corresponds with your gaming mouse. Most generic, like office mice, don't have 1,000 hertz polling rates. So if you also have a office mouse just kind of laying around, you could probably also just get away with that. A lot of this is just kind of known to gaming mice. So if you're looking to get into GeForce Now, I honestly recommend not even getting a gaming mouse and getting an office mouse, because the 1,000 hertz polling rate is kind of annoying and can be a hassle to solve if you're not really tech savvy. But if you know what you're doing, or you don't mind getting your hands dirty with the software, it's not hard. So you will probably can't see the menu, but yeah, so I'm on SteelSeries GG, and then there's a polling rate option when you hit the mouse. I have a Rival 3, and then you just turn that down, turn the slider all the way down, and the polling rate should say 125. Hit save. And when that's done, we'll go back in the game here. And look, my mouse is running great. I am not noticing huge issues when it comes to mouse stuttering. I still noticed, obviously, like game performance frame rate dropping because this is a 128 player conquest, so that's not going to change. But in terms of mouse stability, yeah, this is huge, and quite honestly fixes the issues I've had with GeForce Now. I seriously thought something was wrong with my internet, but after figuring this out, this fixed everything. And now I can play GeForce Now even more competitively now, thanks to this fix. So I definitely recommend trying it. And if it works for you, then great, you know? Give the video a like, share this video around, because I really want GeForce Now to be a pretty great way for a gateway for gaming for a lot of people, considering PC gaming can be quite expensive. And if you have good internet, GeForce Now can really help mitigate that price gap. So I really think this is a pretty important fix, especially if you want to play hardcore PC games with a mouse and keyboard. It's a game changer. So just for fun, we're gonna go back and turn it up to 1,000 again, just so you can see the difference. I was playing at 125 there for a bit, and we're gonna go back to it. Oh, already, see? You can already notice the stuttering when moving the mouse. It actually feels very, very sluggish. This is very bad. I can't imagine playing shooter games like this, let alone even single-player RPGs. It seriously is that bad. It's so bad to the point where it's borderline unplayable for me, and probably borderline unplayable for a lot of people. And I'm shocked that before entering the game, GeForce Now doesn't let you know, hey, you're using a mouse and keyboard, you should set your settings to 125 polling rate, because it causes a lot of inconsistency. I think they have it on their website that say, for the best experience, we recommend this, but most people aren't going to read that, and I didn't even know that was a thing, honestly, until I researched the problem and looked up polling rate specifically to see if it was a polling rate issue. And oh yeah, look at this. See, this is unplayable, and I legit thought this was my internet, but it's not. It's literally the mouse. So after seeing 1,000 hertz polling rate, let's go back to 125. All right, so we're at 125 now, and we're gonna go spawn, and look at that. Already, it's just way smoother of an experience. It's not lagging. It's not having the hardcore lag that you were seeing with 1,000 hertz polling rate. Now it's just the input lag in GeForce Now, which is normal because it's streaming. But this is way more playable and should be the way you play GeForce Now games with a mouse and keyboard.